So you keep speaking a lot about Shiva and Shakti. What is Shiva according to you?
Let's say this all is Shiva. It's like you're asking me, tell me which wave is the ocean? It's a wrong question. Is there anything else other than Shiva?
When did this realization happen?
Again, there are two paths. One is sudden, which is yoga. One day you boom, explode into it. And other is of devotion or totality. It slowly, drop by drop, sinks into you. And it's the most beautiful way. Because yoga, it's lots of suffering, lots of fighting desires and this and that. But in other path, it's like you're not suddenly flooded, but you are made used to its presence drop by drop. You're tasting it in every action. You keep reminding that, and slowly your mind starts to see. Then you start to feel that, okay, no need for enlightenment, no need for world. It's always Shiva and Shakti. Every given moment, this conversation, you are listening, I am speaking. This talk is Shakti and Shiva together. So this is called Simran in devotion. You constantly remember this. You don't need any technique. Even every action will become prosperous into you. Because when you're all there, revering Shiva and Shakti in your actions, in your talks, of course, they're creating a cosmos. Why they can't create your life? But we deny them. We think my thought is right. So, constant remembrance. One beautiful technique in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, Shiva says that world is known through knower and the known. Knower and the known. Consider them as one being. So when you're looking at a tree, not you looking at a tree, it's one being only.
Yeah.
One side is looking, other side is tree. That is bhakti, is intimacy with everything.
Does Tantra also talk about this?
Yeah.
But why is it so misunderstood?
Because people are afraid of energy, which is sex and all that. So that's misunderstood. And when, you see, if you really understand Shakti, you have to see her dark side also.
Okay.
It destroys, it kills, it's a murder, it's war also.
Okay.
But in total, life is neither good nor bad. It just is.
Okay. So Tantra speaks a lot about the sexual energy, right? But where are people getting it wrong when it comes to the sexual energy?
Tantra, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra has only 4 techniques of sex.
Okay.
Rest 108 techniques are about various approaches to understand divine through body, through senses, through eyes, through ears. But somehow people think Tantra is all about sex.
Yes.
Till you do not have reverence for Shakti, sex Tantra practice will become a game for your lust.
Okay.
In old times when they used to do Tantra practice, Guru will ask a couple first to worship each other for 3 years before touching each other.
Okay.
Till I don't see divine into you, you do not see divine into me. Till then, Guru will say, you cannot touch her. Once I see divine into you, then he will say, now you can interact. Because now you are not interacting with the woman of your fantasy or the man of your whatever. You are not seeing the Shiva in her, Shakti in her. And that's who you are touching. So as Krishna says, howsoever you perceive me, that's how I will appear to you. So if I see a goddess into you and touch you like that, your goddess will wake up. But if I see a bitch into you, I'm creating a bitch out of you through my touch.
Wow.
So that's why in relations, we are forming each other by our projections and expectations. Why you like to be around Guru? He doesn't see you as the person. He sees you, divine has come as a disciple. You feel great, but you do not know why you're feeling great.
Yeah.
Because he's not acknowledging your story. He's acknowledging that which is.
And that can be sensed by me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're really receptive and open. And if you have no inferiority complex and self-rejection, no, I can't be divine.
Okay.
You see, there are 2 kinds of egos. I am something special and I am not special.
Okay.
So-called humility is very egoless. Oh, I am nothing. That is also ego. I am nothing. Who are you to say I am nothing?
Exactly.
You are everything.
Yeah.
It includes every color of you. good and bad. Till you don't accept your dark side and positive side together as one, as negative, positive, as light and shadow, till then you cannot have experience of Shiva.
So when we speak about being the most authentic version of ourselves, a lot of people find it very difficult and they have a mask or a facade because this is my understanding. I believe people have rejected parts of themselves and they've judged enough parts of themselves. And now that when they go out into the world, they're very terrified about the fact that somebody else will judge them for what they've been judging about themselves. So how does one truly tap into their authenticity to understand that they're bigger than their thoughts and they're not their thoughts? How does one get to that point?
You have to first get out of the crutch of thoughts. Like Krishnamurti says, seeing thought as a thought is freedom.
Yeah.
But if I'm judging you, I see it as a truth. I am bound by the judgment. But when I see that judgment, just a thought, it has nothing to do with Gayathri. I am experiencing you as an energy. I as an energy connecting with your energy. So people reject their energy because of prominent ideas, dominant ideas in society. This is good, this is bad. We impose on our energy, we restrict our energy. Now I have something hidden and restricted, and I'm showing something which is hypocritical.
Yeah.
So now I'm constantly afraid. I'm afraid to be vulnerable because why you think people feel betrayed in love? Because they like each other, but once they come together, they realize it's completely other person.
Yes.
If I cannot face my dark side, I cannot really love other. Because when I will come close to a woman or a man or anybody, I will see the dark side also. And then couples also reject. I don't like that part of you. So love means to be seen as you are. To create means to be seen as you are. I can change or create only when I see all of you as you are. Because I say, I have no problem with any aspect of you. In that, you start to expand. Otherwise, when I'm rejecting, you're contracting.
Yeah.
That's how each relationship is killing each other in the name of love and everything. Otherwise, we're supposed to expand with each other. Especially in culture like Punjab, getting angry is considered as a sign of intimacy.
Yes. There are certain movies that also portray that.
Yeah. Because in anger, I am showing intimacy. You know, anger is not against love. Indifference is against love. I don't care. That is worse than hate. In hate, I am still passionate. Because one day that hate will turn into friendship. But in indifference, does not matter you exist or not. So indifference should be about your thoughts. Your mind will then die. But for relations are concerned, you have to be intense. Show all aspects of you and let other show their all aspects. And this is what you will see that deep intimacy happens if I get comfortable to express whosoever I am.
Yes.
I met so many men and women in my lifetime, even when I meet. I see in all of them just one thing going on, that they haven't been touched yet. Nobody has really looked at them yet. Everybody is seeing their projections, their expectations. And the deepest aspect of a woman, where she's Shakti only, no man has reached there yet. He's just seeing one social role and an image of woman. Maybe a wife, maybe a girlfriend or something. He has not looked at that Shakti which is vibrating. And once that Shakti is seen, that's what Tantra is. If I see your Shakti, you will become aware of yourself as Shakti. If I see a Buddha in you, you will become aware of your Buddha inside you. But people are looking their stories, and you become a reflecting energy, you will become their story. And that's where you will feel that you are no more yourself. So that's how we are misdirected, even by the people's expectations, even without their saying anything. But if you are seen as you are, but for that, don't expect others to see you as you are, but first Be daring, close your eyes. That's why my first exercise I tell students, before you enter any meditation, every day in the morning, write 3-4 pages, whatsoever is going on. Write about yourself, the aspect which you did not talk to anybody. Keep on writing. Once you put it out, then look at it without judgment, while you're writing. Once you have to reveal to yourself what all you think, what you really think. Many thoughts you don't allow yourself to think, allow them to be written. Once you put that self out, they all become part of your one unified mind. Then you will have no problem with others' thoughts. What we reject in others is exactly the same thing we reject in ourselves.
Yes.
If I accept myself being angry and aggressive, I will not judge anybody.
Correct.
Have you seen children when they get angry? It's so beautiful. And it's over just like that also.
Yes.
And people get angry, it's ugly.
Yes.
And it goes for years.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, any form of a judgment on the outside is actually a judgment of our own self.
Yes, because there is no out in. It's one life only, one energy.
Is that why people say what you see in others is a reflection of who you are?
Yeah.
Both beauty and things that are ugly.
Most of the, creative people, why they go crazy is that because they chose beauty and all that, but then later on, because they opened their eyes and they were trained in a specific way and they wanted to see only beauty, but because I'm aware of beauty, I will become aware of the ugliness as well.
Okay.
And they want to avoid that. And that's why they go crazy. They judge that darkness because they have seen light. So the whole point of this is that life by vibration is beautiful, which contains both the ugly and beautiful.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's life. In fact, if you really feel life, then there's nothing really ugly going on. It's just because it's just vibration of the same. So that's why in love, you don't mind the negative aspects of your lover. You find them beautiful. So that's where the bhakti aspect is, that no matter what's happening, it's beautiful. So the thought is the real issue with ideas. Actually, again, there are words, beautiful and ugly. Otherwise, it's just life.